A Lansing, Iowa man died Friday after his boat capsized and went under the dam gates in Genoa.
News 8's Sarah Tamer is here now with some important reminders before you head out onto the river. Sarah?
Well, as the weather gets warmer, more people are heading out to go fishing. Local sheriffs and fishermen I spoke to say there are simple but important safety reminders to keep in mind while you're out on the water.
Usually people that go through it don't come out alive.
You can have on 40, 50 life vests right there. It's not going to matter.
With the temperatures warming up in Wisconsin, anglers will take to the river their much anticipated fishing hobby. But sometimes safety gets lost in the wave of excitement.
There really is no fish worth your life.
Which leads to tragic accidents.
Once in a while, we will get a boat that goes too close.
La Crosse Deputy Sheriff Stratman says most anglers in the area are aware of the dangers dams pose. He says there are signs explaining where the restricted areas are.
They recommend a minimum of 150 feet away from the lock and dam due to the strong undercurrents downstream from the dam.
Longtime fisherman and bait shop owner Scott Gartner says unfortunately those warnings aren't always taken seriously enough.
While there's a lot of fish up in there and we all know it's good fishing, it's just not worth it. We just found that out again this weekend.
Ryan Johnson, who used to work the Mississippi lock procedures at the lock and dam, says he's witnessed boats get too close to the dams, and sometimes it wasn't always their fault.
Maybe your boat loses power and you got no way to get an anchor in or something like that. I mean, you don't ever want to go through them because they're not going to come out.
And Sheriff Stratman says there's more than just dams to keep in mind when trying to stay safe on the water.
Make sure their boat is prepared for whatever you encounter on the river. Weather can change. There's obviously a lot of stuff floating in the river, so you need to be aware. Keep yourself safe so you're not pulled under.
Anglers and sheriffs I spoke to also say it's important to remember that if you find yourself anchored near a dam, to start your engine first before attempting to pull the anchor out of the water. They also say it's important to know exactly where you are at all times to make sure you're not navigating through unknown locations.
Thanks a lot, Sarah. Sheriff's officials also recommend having a handbook of Wisconsin boating laws and responsibilities to be more aware of safety rules and regulations.